Everyone, Scott Colley, West Ham Fan TV. Welcome to the big match preview. Today I'm previewing Leicester City versus West Ham United up at the King Power Stadium, 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. A must-win game for the Hammers. I think this one 2-1-0 back-to-back defeats for us. Last time out against Spurs, obviously the performance was okay. Spurs defended really well, made it very, very difficult for us to break them down. But it's just worrying. There seems to be a lack of goals at the minute. You know, so we need to start putting this right. Leicester is a winnable game, you know, but they're going to be looking at this one as the same breath as us. They're going to be thinking, yeah, you know what, we can pick up points in this one. Back-to-back defeats for them. Obviously, last time out was a 3-1 defeat to Arsenal, but a game where they played really well in the first half. You know, Arsenal seemed to up it a level in the second half and went out and got the win. But, you know, they're not playing badly, so you know, it'd be a very, very tricky affair. Obviously, you know, with them back-to-back defeats, we're now looking over our shoulders again at that bottom three. You know, we need to start picking up some points, pushing ourselves closer and closer to the mid-table because we don't want to be involved in that scrap down there. You know, there's a lot of teams down there still fighting for points. And for me, as I said, this is key now for a game to pick up point, get a couple of goals, you know, and push on. When we look at the injuries to both teams, Leicester will be without Gray and James. Morgan is suspended. It's his second game of his 2-match ban, so he'll be available after this one. And Jamie Vardy is a doubt for Leicester. He come off towards the end of the Arsenal game. It's a doubt. I think he's got a virus or a stomach bug. So he's going to be assessed on Saturday. Obviously, injury-wise for us, our list has got a lot bigger. Obiang missed out in the Spurs game. I do believe he's still going to be out for this one. And the big, big blow for me is losing Yarmolenko. You know, he just got started in the season. And to have the type of injury he's got is absolutely terrible. And, you know, we probably won't see him for the rest of the season, which is very, very disappointing. Because for me, he was an exciting player. And with Arnie up top with him, it made things tick. So, you know, the interesting thing will be who replaces Yarmolenko in the side. That question was asked to Ryan on the social, so head over if you haven't watched it already to watch that video, see what Ryan's reaction is. For me, it has to be young Diagana. He come on against Spurs. You know, he's a lively character. He caused Spurs problems. You know, Spurs put 2 or 3 players on him at times in that game. You know, it's exciting to see. Pellegrini must trust him to throw him on against a side like Tottenham as well. So, you know, I think for me, he gets a nod over Antonio just because with Antonio, for me, very one-dimensional. We know he's a willing runner. He's very quick. He's like a ball when he's steaming through players, when he's on the ball. But the inconsistency is a bit of a worry. We haven't seen that top-quality Antonio for a very, very long time. So I just think with Diagana, fresh ideas, something new, bit of pace, bit of trickery. You know, I think he's the perfect fit to take over from Yarmolenko. You know, but I said there is other options, and this is what the squad's for. Masuaku sat out against Spurs. He could be pushing for a return to the side. So it'd be interesting whether Creswell keeps his place or whether Masuaku goes wide left. Anderson moves in behind and out of it in the number 10 role, and Snodgrass gets moved onto the right-hand side. You know, Snodgrass had a good game against Spurs. So, he's going to be looking to keep his place. So it's a bit of a headache for Pellegrini with these injuries and players putting in performances. Talking of Anderson, he is a player who needs to put in a performance in this game. He was absolutely dreadful against Spurs. You know, he just couldn't seem to get going. As I said on post-match pint, you can have a bad game so long as you put your work rate in, and he did neither, and it did show when he went off. You know, he knew he had a bad game. I think, to be honest, I think Ryan or Nicky at the nail on the head, I think he was surprised that he come back out in the second half. But Pellegrini is going to keep faith in his you know, big summer signing. So I think he's going to turn it around in this one. I think we're going to see a completely different Anderson to what we did against Spurs. And, you know, we can go on and get the win that I think we just need, just to lift us a bit, push us back up. We've got a couple of big games coming up against Burnley and then Spurs in the Cup as well, and a tricky away game to Huddersfield. So, you know, this would be a good time to turn our season back around, start pushing ourselves up. I said the performances have been there, just a little bit of inconsistency and a lack of probably quality in front of goal. You know, we need a bit more composure. and we'll be absolutely fine. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out all our other videos. There won't be a post-match pint this week, but there will be a post-match reaction. Me and Ryan are up there filming fan cams after the Leicester game. So come and see us after the game. Give us everything, your views, West Ham United. And one thing left to say, come on you Irons.